thought that all needs to be worked out. But we were just like, well, we need a name for this program, so we have a way of talking about it. And so Suchitra is the trailblazer that went along with me on this, like, hey, there's a retail space in the development, and she is so community minded as well, and her work is enormously expansive, that I know that she could not only activate every flipping square foot of the space, but also would use a portion of it for exhibition. So that whether it's group exhibition or exhibition of her work, there'd be a way for people to come in and kind of see a more traditional exhibition space, as well as get to know her, which is of course the model of Redline. So, Suchitra, do you want to share a little bit about the amazingness that you are?
Oh my gosh. So I've been here since July, and it is absolutely amazing on so many levels because, you know, sadly because of COVID, I haven't been able to have like as many people from the building and as many people as I'd like enter. But, you know, we had an exhibition where I invited artists as part of checking in, Redline's checking in. And we had it, you know, I set it up in this space, and it was great to have, you know, community and whatnot. But as things change, I know it's going to be completely different next year, and I hope to interact more with, like, there are a lot of people in the building who love like coming through, and they're always curious and asking questions, and it'll be really nice to have them, but then also people in the area. So, but it's been amazing for me personally because I was in a really small space before, so maybe like 15 by 15, something like that. And as a result, I was dreaming big, but I couldn't make this stuff. Like I had to make it in really small compartments for shows, and then it was a beautiful surprise when you put it together, you know, but you couldn't, it's way hard to imagine things like that. And this space allows for so much change and growth. And I find, you know, like this is set up this way because I had someone photograph it yesterday, and it changes like every day, you know, so it's not always gallery space, it's workspace too.
This is amazing.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, it just allows for so much more, and you know, like I said, I'm excited for next year when it's a little different to have, or if it's coming, you know, in the next few months.
Yeah.
Just
And
to
so
have more shows
residents
and
haven't been
stuff.
shy. They've said hello to you. You built kind of relationships.
Oh
with
gosh,
them.
yeah. There's a really fun older women in the building who come by all the time.
I love to come by.
Yeah. And then they know everybody else, and then they're all, it's been fun. And the children too, there are children in this building, and sometimes I'm working this way, and then I look back, and there's like 3 or 4 little kids just like looking at me. It's really cute.
Do you have like open hours that people know where they can come down
You know what?
and chat, or?
That was my intention, and I'm here every day, so almost every day, you know, and I don't have like official open hours, but I think as people are getting the vaccine, I've been a little neurotic about it, and I haven't been out much, and I think my plan is to do that, you know, like during the day when, you know, a time that works for everybody here, you know, like I find when people are coming home from work or like picking up their kids, like that's kind of a good time because they're coming through, or, you know, maybe just during the day, but I'm gonna feel it out with them and see. But that's the plan. That's been the plan all along. It just hasn't
COVID
really,
kind of put it-
COVID just,
That's been possible to maneuver.
yeah. So that's what I'm excited about. I actually thought also I could have like little like kind of classes for the kids, because there are a lot of kids in the building, and the leasing agent was telling, you know, they don't have a lot of access in their schools to art. I know this for my own kids, like they don't have, you know, you kind of seek it out. So, and as Redline knows, so my plan is to have like, you know, I have supplies and like they can come in and do a project with me.
This is why she was the ideal human, you know. And that's, I mean, Suchitra is one of many artists who, again, are community-minded that Redline has had the privilege of working with over the last 11 years of our history. And our criteria is that their practice as well as way of being in this world is relevant to the culture and climate and context that they're living within. So Suchitra is always looking outside of herself and then seeing how her practice can be a steward to those connections, and how her work meets community and how community meets her work. And so it's just brilliant. It's like, I did not tell her to brilliantly start youth programming for under-resourced individuals. Like, this one came from her, which is the type of work the type of artists we love to support, because then it doesn't have to be this like paternalistic thing. We can say like, how can we support you doing what you do, which naturally aligns with the values that Redline has. So.
Well, I can't say enough about Redline.
Yay! We love that. We love that.
Yeah, because I did the residency like a number of years ago now.
Yeah, 2014 to 16.
Yeah, and it really like just catapulted my practice. Like it just, I don't know. I feel like if I had done that, it would have been very different right now.
Yeah, I was sharing with Sarah that a lot of the things that residents say is that the relationships that would take an individual to build over like 7 years is compressed and therefore can really catapult the practice more quickly because the residency really concentrates the community you can build within a period of time.
No, totally.
And it really is about that, creating access like this to the artists. And of course, they're thinking about community all the time. So, Suchitra's naturally thinking about the people who are living above her, which is the type of artist that we will be seeking to select and recommend for the Denver Arts
I
community.
think that's great. We have so much space aside from that too for people to use to, whether it's events or networking